So I know I'm a bit late to this party. I know, I'm aware of that. I really wanted to make this video sooner, but you know, I had family from out of town coming over, so you know, I've just been spending time with them and all of that, you know. That's good. Make sure you spend time with your family, kids. It's important. Let's talk about the latest Nintendo Direct, because I have a lot of... Oh boy. I have a lot of thoughts and a lot of expectations, so this isn't necessarily a reaction to any of the directs. You know, I've already seen everything, so I'm not just gonna give some half-assed faked reaction video, you know, to express my hype and excitement for what we've got, for, you know, what's coming next. Let's start off with the biggest highlight of mine personally for the Direct, and it was the first thing they showed with the new Mario and Luigi game, Mario and Luigi Brothership. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of the name, but it doesn't really matter that much. Let me start this off by saying I freaking love the Mario and Luigi games. They are some of the greatest RPG games I've ever played, and you know, played throughout my childhood. You know, I started off with Bowser's Inside Story and Partners in Time for the Nintendo DS, and then I eventually got the Superstar Saga and Bowser's Inside Stories remakes for the 3DS. And there was also Dream Team. You know, I didn't really play that much of it, and I never really played Paper Jam, and it broke my heart to learn that the company behind these awesome games, Alpha Dream, was closing down, and I never thought we were ever going to see something out of this series again. But boy, I was glad that we were dead wrong about that. First of all, I want to say I absolutely love the graphics. I think this is the only game that goes full on with the 3D graphics, and surprisingly enough, the Mario and Luigi art style works really well for it. It looks beautiful. I love the cel-shaded style. I love how colorful it looks. I love how bright it looks. I love how it looks. And I also love how the gameplay is looking so far as well. I mean, come on, if you played Mario and Luigi, then you should know how awesome of a combat system that those games provide, and it looks like this game is not looking to tarnish that anytime soon. Also, new worlds, new characters, you know, it's just it's getting me so hyped to play it just from looking at it. That, and also we haven't gotten another Mario and Luigi game in like years. What makes it even more special is the fact that we also have a Super Mario RPG remake and Paper Mario Thousand Year Door port on Nintendo Switch as well. Like, I don't know what is up with Nintendo's sudden obsession with reviving old Mario RPGs, but you know what? I'm glad, and I hope it doesn't stop anytime soon. And then there's my, I would say, second most anticipated entry in the Direct as well, with The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. So first of all, it's already borrowing the same art style from Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening remake on Nintendo Switch, which I absolutely love. In that game, I love the mini toy figurine aesthetic that Link's Awakening had. What's also more special is the fact that this time we get to play as Zelda. Yes, for the first time ever in a Zelda game, we get to play as the titular character. I mean, what other Zelda game out there could give you such an experience? Shut up. What's also really intriguing is how different this game looks from other Zelda games, because it looks more puzzle-based, I would say, with, you know, the ability to take different parts of the world and using them, which is cool. I'm glad they're doing something different instead of, you know, giving Zelda Link's traditional moveset, because otherwise you might as well just put Link in there instead and call it a day. But yeah, I'm super excited to play this game. I loved Link's Awakening, the remake, and I'm hoping this game doesn't disappoint either. Now let's get to another one that I'm kind of excited for, but also upset at the same time. Donkey Kong Country Returns HD for Nintendo Switch. First of all, it is kind of upsetting that we haven't gotten another Donkey Kong Country game since Tropical Freeze. I'm hoping Nintendo realizes that soon enough. They've kind of left DK fans starving. I kind of do wish that we got a new Donkey Kong Country game at this point, but at the same time, I'm glad that they're porting over Donkey Kong Country Returns to Switch, because like, I love Donkey Kong Country Returns. It was one of the Wii games that I first played, I would say, and it was one of the games that I like, again, I played a lot when I was younger. And not only that, but it looks like they're also porting over 3DS levels as well, which I didn't even know there was a 3DS Donkey Kong Country game. I guess I was just never aware of that, but it's cool to see that they're there as well. What really upsets me the most about all this is that Nintendo, being the greedy goblins they are, is taking this like over 10 years old Wii game, porting it over to Switch, and slapping a $60 price tag on it. $60 for a game that was like worth around like 30 back then. I mean, I understand that it takes some work to take some assets from an old game and then throwing it onto a console that it didn't exist on prior, but like, seriously, $60? Really? I think for just the base game and the additional levels they add in, it could be I would say easily enough a good $40 and I would buy it.
But no, they charge a full price like any modern day AAA title.
And that's something I never understood about Nintendo nowadays. The fact that they will charge all their games the same. Like, did you know Mario Tennis Aces for Nintendo Switch is the same price as Zelda Tears of the Kingdom? Two games with, you know, different variety of content and quality, and they're charged the same price?
That's totally inexcusable. If Sony can port Sly Cooper, which is a practically dead franchise now, over to PS5 for $10, then I don't see why Nintendo, a company equally as big, if not bigger, can't do the same. Alright, I better stop before I go on a tirade and turn this into a rant video. I'm sorry.
But aside from that, you know, I don't really have much negatives to say. I mean, you know, Donkey Kong Country returns for Switch, which is cool, but I don't think I'm going to go out of my way to buy it day one. Probably wait until it goes on sale. Alright, next up we got Super Mario Party Jamboree. Now, I didn't know what the hell a Jamboree was until this game was announced, and then I looked it up, and then I realized it was a large celebration or party, typically a lavish and a boisterous one. So a party. They just called their game Super Mario Party Party. So yeah, I think this game is meant to serve as a sequel to Super Mario Party, which, you know, I enjoyed. I thought it was a decent game, you know, not the best Mario Party game out there, but, you know, it's a fun one. I enjoyed it. I think my problem with it was there's a very severe lack of content. There was like only 4 boards and only a few extra game modes, and that's about it. But it looks like this game is aiming to be much bigger than that, because apparently we're getting lots more boards, lots more modes, lots more minigames, I would say. And, you know, I think that's cool. I'm a big fan of the Mario Party series as well. You know, I've played the games as far back as the first game with the Nintendo 64.
Mario Party 8 will always be an underrated masterpiece, and you can't tell me otherwise.
So, like, I'm a simple man. When I see Mario Party, I buy. I even played Mario Party 9 and 10. Yeah, those games were awful. We don't ever talk about them. Alright, last one I want to touch on is Metroid Prime 4. Which is a game, probably one of the most anticipated games for like the last nearly decade. The first time this game got announced was back in 2017. This is 2024. I was able to finish both middle school and high school between then and now. Now, I haven't really played much of the Metroid franchise. I mean, I've played Super Metroid and Metroid Dread on the Switch. I don't really have any experience with Metroid Prime though, so I don't really, you know, I don't really have the same hype as everyone else does. But, you know, still, I'm glad for the Metroid community, you know. I'm glad for them after waiting for 7 long, ungodly years for an update. And, yeah, you know, Metroid Prime 4. But, yeah, it seems we're winding up on the last bits of the Nintendo Switch's lifespan. And it looks like they're willing to go out with a bang. So, that's awesome. I'll probably make some videos on the games that we've talked about once they come out. I would love to. I'm dying to just play Mario and Luigi again. You know, that's just, I still can't get over that one. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think about all these. And yeah, I'll see y'all later.